it's a science. Think of accounting as the equivalent of the periodic table in chemistry. It's the means by which we keep track of this stuff. It's a means of categorization. It's a means of pointing out logical relationships on the numeric side in the business world. Now that's the science of accounting. You know, in accounting, similar to physics, for every financial action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. In accounting, there's a set of equations and they always have to equalize. They always have to equilibrate. So it's logical, it's rational, it's transparent, it is self-monitoring and self-correcting. There's a real discipline to accounting, which is there's a beauty behind it. There is a philosophy behind accounting. Accounting is great. Accounting is your friend. Now, that said, accounting can be screwed around with. And there's an art to accounting. There's a means by which we can use accounting to carry out political agendas. There's a means by which we can, remember the rule, distrust ambiguity and distrust imprecision? We can inject ambiguity and imprecision into our accounting. And we can use it to cheat. We can use it to fudge things over. We can do it to obscure things that are really going on. And I want you to have a good feel for that, okay? Now, if you start talking about accounting, we're talking about bankers now. And we're talking about a whole other category of people that exist in the industry infrastructure. Now, the nature of what I do, I end up doing a lot of career counseling. And if this year is anything like previous years, a bunch of you are going to come in and talk to me about careers in banking, consulting, and investing. And that brings us to class rule number 6, which is that investment bankers have dirty hands. Now, I'm not saying they should be corrupt. I'm not saying they should, in a Shakespearean sense, be killing people. But I'm saying that, personally, this is my own bias only, so feel free to ignore this. If you want ultimately to see yourself as an investor or a consultant or a banker, realize that these are things where you are one step away from operations. You are not the person running the company. You are not the person making the product that's helping people's lives. You are not in the fray, you are not on the shop floor, you are not on the battlefield in general. You are a step away from that. Now, there is nothing wrong with that. This is not a value judgment. This is not, it's like noble operators and, it's like ignoble bankers and things of that sort. What I'm saying, though, is you'll find, and just in retrospect, having dealt with lots of consultants and bankers and having been an investor, is that the people that have done something beforehand, that have gotten the proverbial dirt under their fingernails, calluses on their palms, from actually being in operations, are often much more effective in the slightly more passive role of being an outsider looking in and providing financing, advice, consulting, or deciding how to triage capital. So it's a observation that I wouldn't have known about when I was at your stage. And when people come and say, well, I want to, for example, I want to be a healthcare banker, or run a healthcare investment fund, just go look what I do. So, what can I do, what kind of summer internship can I get? What should I do for a year before, God forbid, getting an MBA? Parenthetically, the definition of an MBA is 3 months of education crammed into 2 years of school. And I would recommend doing something like, go to work for the FDA for a while. Work in regulatory. Work in epidemiology. Really get very facile with statistics and clinical trial design. Or go out and work and try to put together a funding strategy. Go to work for a small biotech with a small number of employees where you get to fulfill different roles every day. Get your hands dirty, okay? It's not the only career route, obviously. And, some of my students have, they're still, we still like them even though they went right to JP Morgan and then went to Columbia Business School and went right to McKinsey after that. That's still okay. But you will find that there's a route towards being certainly, there's a certain type of effectiveness you have when you've got this experience in your DNA, and you have it at an innate, intuitive level that you're not going to get from the outside looking in. Okay,